I've said this a million times, but let's go to the basics, because in my profession, fixing back and musculoskeletal problems, basics are overlooked. All problems are symptoms, and chasing symptoms is kind of stupid. Think about this. If you're a right-handed person, and I've said this a million times, a right-handed person always twists and turns left and uses his or her left leg as a support. Whatever you do. If you throw a ball with the right hand, you plant your left leg to the ground as a support, and then use your left side core muscles and abs, especially quadratus lumborum, to twist and turn. How many times have you vacuumed with a vacuum cleaner with your right leg in front? Never. If you play any kind of racket sports with the racket on your right hand, you're always using your left side core muscle to turn left, and your left leg is on the ground. And everybody understands. Now we go to basics. Everybody understands that if you exercise a muscle, it gets stronger. Everybody also understands that if you exercise one muscle more than the other, the one you exercise more gets stronger than the other one. But for some reason, it stops there. Every joint has at least two muscles that are pulling it to an opposite directions. Think about your arm. Bicep is bending it, bicep is extending it. If you cut the ligaments from the biceps, it will run out the shoulder like from arrow from a bow, very fast. So that gives us the information that every muscle is in tension, even when it's resting. And the stronger the muscle is, the more pull it has. Now if the bicep is much stronger than the tricep, it bends your arm. Go and have a look of arm wrestlers. They wrestle with the bicep only pretty much, so they can't even get the arm straight. And now when you twist and turn left all the time, if you're right-handed, you are using your left side core muscles and quadratus lumborum more than the right hand side. They get stronger. And when the left side is stronger, it pulls the hip up. And now the left leg can't stay in the air, so the right hand side needs to turn forward. And now you have generated a hip misalignment. Muscle imbalance induced hip misalignment. Now when your hip is misaligned, the vertebrae on your low back, especially the L5, turns with the hip. The left side turns a little bit higher, and now the L4, L5 vertebrae gets pressure, compression on the strong left side. And the disc is kind of a bag filled with gel, and the gel starts to run to the right, the weak side, little by little, giving pressure to the end of the disc from the inside. And it gets weaker, and it gets weaker, and it stretches and gets weaker, and one day is the day that it either bulges or ruptures, or it will wear down. So as far as you have hip misalignment, your discs are in danger. So what can be done? First of all, I think everybody has heard that if you have a back pain, you need to exercise core muscles because you have weak core muscles. That is yes. If you have misaligned hip and muscle imbalance and you exercise strength, you are exercising the imbalance and the misalignment. It doesn't matter how strong you are. It matters that you are evenly strong everywhere. Every muscle has a counter muscle, and those muscles needs to be equal strength. Just go and look my website or my YouTube or my Facebook. There's countless of examples of that. Right hand side, between the ribs and hip, there is a dent because there is no quadratus lumborum muscle, and the left side is very strong, and it kind of bulges out. The side bulges out a little bit because the hip comes up, the skin and the muscle needs to go somewhere, so it goes to the side a little bit. So that imbalance can and needs to be corrected. I used to have back pain for 25 years. I had 3 major surgeries. I ate about 10,000 oxycodone pills. Had about 150 hours of physiotherapy with absolutely no help. I was the worst ever after all of those. Then I realized that my right hand side quadratus lumborum was non-existing. Started to exercise that. 3 months later, my pain vanished and it never came back, and it's now 17 years ago. Since then, I've helped about 38,000 people to get their balance back. The good thing is that you can do this at home. The bad thing is that it takes about 6 to 12 months. But it should be done. It's not rocket science. It's very easy. Only problem is that you need to be in the right position and do the right exercises. So, if you want help, you don't even need to leave your home. Just send me an email. I will put it on the description. So, let's go from there. And go in front of the mirror and take a look of yourself. Stand your feet about a foot apart and see if one of your shoulders is down, if your right toes are in front, and if your sides are even. I bet they aren't. So maybe it's time to fix them. Right? So, Pasi, P-A-S-I at SELKAFIX.FI. That's my email. Bye.